Welcome to the Black Light Project. Come on and step into our black lives, and we gon' shine our lights bright. Our black lights, Black Light Project.
Tremaine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How's life, man?
It's good, man.
That's what's up, man. Is it safe to assume that part of it being good is because you're a dope black dad?
Oh yeah, most definitely, man.
Okay,
Most
okay.
definitely.
And you said you like total is like 10 of y'all.
Yep.
Or 10 of them.
Yep.
What is their like age range? Because my dad has 10 kids too. And my older brother is 33 or 34, something like that. My youngest sister is like 4 now.
Oh wow.
So,
They were kind of in the same boat. My oldest will be 25 this year in October. My youngest will be 2 in June.
Okay.
So it's a big age gap.
okay. What is it like being a father of so many kids in such an age range?
Man, it's awesome, man. It's awesome because my older kids, you know, I can do certain things with them because they're adults. I can do certain things with them, and then I can still go back and be a child with my younger ones. I'm still a big kid too, so I love going to the beach. I love going to the park. I love doing all that, so I can do those things with my younger ones, and then I got other things that I can do with my older ones. I can go play basketball with my sons if I want to, you know. It's like it's a wide variety of things that I can do with all my kids, and not to mention I can always get my older kids to watch my younger kids. So that's a plus also.
Was that planned? Like,
Nah,
okay, let me have some kids, then they can take care of you.
Nah, it definitely wasn't playing like that.
Okay. Do you feel like, because you said you can still go on the playground and play on the playground and stuff like that, but being that you're older now, is it harder to like get out there and do it, or is it just more like the next day it's recovery? Like,
Yeah.
I feel it more now.
Definitely. Like, it's easy for me to get up and say, the kids get up and say, Dad, let's go to the park and go do this and go do that. And I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm ready. And then when I get out there and start, you know, 10, 15 minutes later, I'm tired and they're still going. I got to push myself. And then, you know, depending on what we're doing, yeah, it might take a couple hours the next day to recuperate.
Okay. So it's keeping you young too.
But yeah, it keeps me young.
That's good.
It keeps
That's
me young,
good.
keep me up, and keep me active.
Okay. So, as the father of 10 kids, there has to be some wisdom and understanding and knowledge that you've gained that other men don't have. So, do you believe, or have you actually, is the better question, have you taken that and done anything with it? Like with being that, like you father 10 kids, yo.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. One thing that I've learned through having kids is patience is the number one key. And then as far as a man, don't be afraid to show emotions. I learned with my kids that when you show emotion, it levels the playing field. You don't have to be hard all the time, and especially with your sons, you don't have to teach them that it's okay to be a man, but a man also has feelings. It's okay to show those feelings and still be a man at the same time. And then when you got daughters, it's even more important to show them that you can be emotional with them. So I've taken all of that, man, and put it together and started a nonprofit called Divine Fatherhood, which I'm helping out a lot of fathers in that area.
What, more like vulnerability and like raising your kids and just being open with them truthfully?
Right.
Okay, I like that because it's been maybe I think 4 or 5 years removed. My ex-girlfriend actually, she gave me this book. It's called Thinking Outside of the Man Box or something like that.
Right.
But this guy named Tony Porter talks about that a lot. Like this man box, like we're taught to raise our sons that like you're not to be emotional unless you're angry and like and like even with our daughters, like the daughters are the softer ones, like you'll coddle them and stuff. With your son, it's like suck that up, you ain't gonna be crying, man up, all of these things. Right. So it's good to hear that you've seen that there is benefit in vulnerability with your children. Like, yes, sometimes I cry, I do get sad, and I have all of these feelings, like everybody has them.
Right.
And just showing your son that like part of manhood is being able to manage these things.
That's right. Yeah, when I was growing up, man, it was always, like you said, men don't cry. Man up. If you fall and hurt yourself, don't you cry. Man it up, wipe your face. You get hurt, somebody hurt your feelings, suck it up, you'll be all right. You know, so, but that in my opinion, raise men to be less than a man. Because it's okay to show those emotions. And if you hold those emotions inside, then what you get in the long run, you got a man who's holding all these emotions inside. Next thing you know, he's blowing up, and the society gonna label him as a bad guy. You know.
And I really like how you said you're not being a full man until you actually accept basically who you are.
Right.
And your emotions and feelings are part of who you are. So unless you accept that, then you're not accepting who you are. So you're not really a man yet.
Right.
So I really, really, really like that. So we've talked a lot about you as a black father, and we've like covered that part of the family and like family issues. But in general, what does being a black man and black fatherhood and black families like mean to you?
It means a lot. It means it gives you an opportunity to make change, I guess. Because in the black community, especially as being a black man, you know, we're already labeled as bad, or we're already stuck with a label. And many times those labels are all true. But as far as for me, being a black man, I'm able to take those labels and throw them in the trash. I'm able to shine light on there are good men out here, and there are good black men out here, and good black fathers out here. And I believe that's very important in this day and time, not only to be a father for your children, but to also show the world that there are good black families out here.
Yeah, and that's really big for me, and that's why I'm intentional about this idea of like marrying a black woman, because so much in media they don't show, like the black family in a positive manner. Like you've seen it, of course, with the Cosby Show. We had Family Matters. Like you get it every once in a while in a few shows and stuff. But in regards to like the news, you never see it that way.
See it.
What does family in general mean to you? And
Love.
what are your relationships with your like family?
Family to me means love. Love, kindness, and respect. If you got all those, if you got all those in your family, then no matter what you go through or may go through, everything will always seem to work out the way they should work out. With me and my family, on both sides, my mom's side and my dad's side, all of us are really close. You know, in every family you got people that you love, but you have to kind of stay away from. But that doesn't mean you don't love them. It just means you got to, you know, love them from a distance sometimes. But that's just life. That's just how it is. But for the most part, my family is a very close-knit family. And which is very important in any family.
Family is like, it's extremely important because they are your first source of love. And if you don't get it there, then it sets you up for like a bad life in general.
Because you'll start looking for it everywhere else. You know, especially out here in the streets with the kids. You know, right now, with families not showing love or being there for, when people say it takes a village to raise a child, it really takes a village to take a child. So it's not all the time just the mom and the dad, you know, so you look for your family, and the children look at the aunts and uncles and cousins and the things that they do, and they tend to mimic, you know, whether it be the mom, dad, uncle, cousin, brother. When they seeing it, they tend to mimic what they're doing. So if you're not showing them that kind of love and being that person where they look up to, they're gonna start looking for it elsewhere. And that's how we get a lot of our kids that's in the gangs or in the streets and stuff like that. So being a part of a huge family makes a difference also.
So I appreciate you coming out and talking with me. I appreciate like everything you said, because I've learned a little bit from it as well. And I just wish you the best with raising your young ones, because you got a couple old ones, or older ones that are adults, but like with those young ones, I really wish you the best, man.
Appreciate it.
It's all love, bro.
All love, always.